A time was when a small boy used to record cover songs in his home's living room, with his mother using a cheap camera to film him so his family could watch. From the streets of Stratford, Ontario, to YouTube, and from YouTube straight to the world stage, this is where Justin Bieber's journey began. But however glamorous and effortless his life appeared, the reality was starkly different. Behind the scenes, his mental and physical health was deteriorating in a way his fans could never have guessed. It all began in 2007 to 2008 when a video of him singing went viral, garnering thousands of views. He continued to release back-to-back covers of songs by artists like Chris Brown and Usher, and his raw, pure talent was evident in every one. These videos reached Scooter Braun, a music manager looking for the next big thing.
I knew exactly what to do, and I saw the plan until he was 18.
Scooter, who was also Usher's manager, instantly booked a flight to bring Justin and his mom to Atlanta. The meeting that followed would completely change the boy's life. Usher, recognized his immense talent, signed him to a media company and mentored him on various aspects of the industry. Then came the release of Baby, a song that became a global phenomenon, exploding on YouTube and generating a torrent of views. A 13-year-old boy had become the biggest pop star on the planet. But as quickly as he rose, so did the danger of the machine that was pushing him forward. This industry was poised to exploit him.
Justin Bieber in crisis.
As soon as Justin became popular, every awkward personal moment was turned into viral content. When his voice naturally began to change during puberty, he became a target of ridicule on talk shows. When he had his first kiss, the media turned it into a national event. Imagine being a 15-year-old and having all of this happen to you. He was repeatedly invited onto shows like Ellen DeGeneres', often to be embarrassed. In one episode, Ellen randomly flashed an embarrassing childhood photo, making him visibly uncomfortable. Award shows were no different. At the 2012 Billboard Awards, actress Jenny McCarthy tried to forcefully kiss him on stage, and at one point started kissing his neck on live TV. Justin was only 18 at the time and instantly felt violated. He tried to pull away, but the entire crowd cheered. If the genders were reversed, it would have been a massive scandal, but because Justin was so popular, the clips went viral in a humorous way. Even late-night hosts like James Corden repeatedly touched and hugged him, making him visibly uncomfortable. For them, it was all just a joke, but his personal boundaries had become a punchline. Perhaps even worse was the involvement of Diddy in Justin's life. Usher and Diddy had been good friends in the music industry, but a revelation came out that Usher had handed Justin over to Diddy for 48 hours. 2 years later, another video surfaced showing Justin was quite scared of Diddy, who even asked him why he wasn't meeting with him. In another video, Diddy hugged Justin and then checked to see if he was carrying a recording device. To a 15-year-old, Diddy openly said, "I'll give you a Lamborghini," a classic grooming tactic. It was a dark and disturbing part of his life that he had no control over. All these events turned his entire teenage life into a reality show, with every uncomfortable moment serving as a means to make money. From 2013 to 2015, Justin Bieber's public image was on the verge of collapse. The immense pressure led him to consume alcohol and drugs at a young age, resulting in reckless behavior, DUI charges, and fights with paparazzi, which were constantly in the news. The media turned every one of his mistakes into a spectacle. His personal struggles became so severe that he decided to take a break. He admitted his life was spiraling out of control and that his anxiety had become so bad his security guards would check his pulse to make sure he was still alive. In 2015, Justin made a comeback with the album Purpose, with tracks like Sorry and Love Yourself that helped re-establish his image. Fast forward to 2018, Justin entered a courthouse with Hailey Baldwin and they got married. This was a plot twist for the world, as just a few months earlier, headlines were focused on his relationship with Selena Gomez, which had lasted over 10 years. Their relationship had been a constant media spectacle, fueled by fans who were obsessed with them. After their final breakup, Selena focused on her health, while Justin, still caught in chaos, married Hailey. This ignited a firestorm of fan wars, with many believing Hailey was responsible for his mental breakdown. On September 3rd, 2019, Justin posted on Instagram about the difficulty of growing up as a child star, feeling an emptiness despite his fame. He admitted it took him almost 10 years to recover from his mistakes. In 2022, his struggles manifested physically when he revealed he was diagnosed with Ramsay-Hunt syndrome, which paralyzed half of his face. At this point, he owed his manager, Scooter Braun, millions, and the cancellation of his Justice World Tour left him with a massive debt to promoters. A reasonable management team would have let him rest, but the people around him allegedly pushed him to continue performing because every show was a revenue source. To free himself from this financial trap, he sold his entire 291-song catalog for $200 million, selling his legacy at the age of just 28 to gain his freedom. From here, his public appearances became increasingly strange, and the spotlight shifted to his personal life, with every smile or frown becoming a headline. On Father's Day, a sincere request to the paparazzi to respect his family was turned into a viral meme. In 2024, his new album Swag was a surprise release, a personal diary of his pain and battles. Along with the album, the news came that his massive debt to Scooter Braun was finally settled. The album release and debt settlement gave audiences hope that Justin could finally take control of his life again. But the dangerous machine of this industry never lets anyone go free. Justin's pain is still a product, and the business of it continues. His story, a Canadian boy who became a pop star from YouTube, seems like a fairy tale, but when the truth comes out, things are not so glamorous. At every point, this industry has exploited him, and it continues to do so.